schools. Thank you for tuning in for your February 28th through March 4th announcements. I would like to start by giving some of Mrs. Rosado Rockwell students a big shout out for participating in the Energy Wise competition. Congratulations to Aiden, Matthew, Samya, Victoria, Dylan, Evie, and Zed. You are our first BVS students to participate in this competition, which empowers student innovation for a clean energy future. We are so proud of your hard work and creativity. You represented BVS very well. If any of our other students would like to view their projects, you can visit the Energy Wise site listed on your screen. I am also excited to share that we have a school bowling event planned for March 25th. We invite all of our students to participate. We will be at Bolero in Melbourne from 1:15 to 2:45. Students can reserve their spot for $5 and BVS will pay the rest. If you attend, you'll be able to bowl for 90 minutes, getting bowling shoes and an arcade card worth $7. Our National Honor Society and National Junior Honor Society students will be organizing contests that will be played during our bowling, and all students will leave with something from our PBIS team. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to join us, please submit $5 to the BVS front office by 3 p.m. on March 11th. I have two important yearbook deadlines for you. Information has also been shared with you through your teachers. Anyone planning to purchase a senior ad or recognition ad, the deadline for that is March 1st, which is this week. The deadline for ordering a yearbook is April 1st, which is going to be here before you know it. You can go to jostens.com to place your order for an ad or a yearbook. Just select our school in the upper left corner. We are listed as Brevard Virtual Instruction Program, and you'll be able to place your orders. Attention seniors, if you ordered a cap and gown or requested one of the senior t-shirts, they are now available for pickup in our office. Just stop by when you're here on campus for another reason, or call 321-350-8600 and choose 0 from the menu to make an appointment to come pick it up. Don't forget about our BVS Eagle Soar Virtual Strength Showcase. Whatever your skill, we need you. More information was shared by your homeroom teachers on how to enter. Submissions are due by Thursday, March 10th. If you have any questions, please reach out to Mrs. Glessner. Throughout the month of February, I have been highlighting influential African Americans in honor of Black History Month. This week, I have a special message for you from one of our awesome BVS teachers, Mrs. Washington. She wanted to share with you about an amazing African-American woman who had a profound impact on her life. I'll let you hear straight from Mrs. Washington for more information.
Hello, scholars. It is my honor and pleasure to tell you about an influential African-American who introduced me to my former elementary education. I grew up in a rural community in a little city known as Shaw, Louisiana, at a time when segregation was the law. Segregation was an enforced law which separated racial groups in a country, community, or an establishment. This small community was located about 100 miles north of New Orleans. I attended a one-room schoolhouse during my elementary grades 1 through 8. No, there was no kindergarten. Yes, multiple grades were taught in this room, about 30 students under the guidance of one teacher. This was my first encounter with school and a beautiful African American woman named Miss Sarah P. Foley. Here began my quest for learning and perhaps my earliest desire to become a teacher myself. Mrs. Foley treated each one of us in that small room with respect for where we were in our knowledge, secured our hearts with love, and instilled values that I hope I am instilling in you today. I still remember how Mrs. Foley would have us seated in groups by age with the expectation that our ears and eyes were clearly focused on her. And they were. Students, I know it's hard for you to even imagine such a setting. Perhaps some of you are saying, well, in some classes today in the brick and mortar school, there are 30 students may be in a class. But remember I told you there were 8 grades in that class. And to my colleagues, Mrs. Foley was truly the master teacher. We were taught the basics from early grades in alphabet recognition to sounds and learned such subjects as spelling, math, science, English, and yes, I will never forget geography. Lessons were introduced or reviewed, and she moved from one group to the other, individualized learning. Mrs. Foley's voice was soft. Her swift movements across the room showed command and strength. Her role began as a teacher with us, but quickly integrated each of us so that we felt like a part of a family. Mrs. Sarah P. Foley, my inspiration and epitome of honor and integrity, will stand proudly in my heart and the 30 students who shared this room. After completing grade 8, yes, I was then bused to a senior high school about 20 miles from my home. So thank you for listening and allowing me to share the most influential African American in my life in my early education. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Washington. What a beautiful story to end our celebration of Black History Month. I hope you have enjoyed learning throughout the month. I'll be back next week with some more information about cultural observances in March. That does it for our announcements. Have a fabulous week, Eagles.